So I think the best way to counter this, of course, is through education and the spread of knowledge, especially to younger people who are curious and more open-minded and who represent the next generation. And so I think the Supreme Leader made a very good move by writing this eloquent letter and sending it directly to the young people rather than through the usual politicians.
Okay, let's try to get an explanation from you, Abdul Ali Musa, about how DAESH has been presented through, again, some of the questions that have been raised for this hour by some of the viewers. And it's interesting looking at this, and again, these are the viewers who have made the statements, and I'd like to read off another one of these questions. And it says, how it is that Iran's leader wants the youth to have Islam not be interpreted through how DAESH is presenting it. Isn't DAESH supposed to represent Islam? Obviously, this really portrays the disconnect that the youth maybe have, or people in general have, towards Islam, DAESH, and their actions. Because we know that DAESH obviously has been a magnet in some respects, pulling in lots of people towards, well, if you want to call it, their ideologies.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We would like to thank the previous speakers, Dr. Morandi and Dr. Bennett. We concur 100% with their analysis. The way we reacted to the letter of the Rahbar here in the U.S. was, it relates to us like a call to arms. It tells us, don't blame the Saudis for being Saudis, don't blame Zionists for being Zionists, and don't blame Americans for acting like Zionists and Americans. What it is a call to psychological and spiritual arms, and that we have to rise to the occasion to present our own picture of our own reality. In other words, we don't necessarily have to blame the media, because they're doing the job that they was designed to do, to make war profits, to cause fitna globally. But what it is for us is that we have to develop the means in media and every other way, right, to paint our own picture of our own reality. In other words, perception management is what the Rahbar was speaking about, that they draw a picture or an image of Muslims and of Islam, and the people act off of the perception, not the reality. Therefore, we have to design our own image for the public. I'll give you one example. Once I was in Iran, and I think that was a movie about 1,000 Jewish people that were rescued and brought to Iran during World War II. Okay, we know about Schindler's List and every one person that rescued one Jew anywhere in the world. But we have no idea here in the West that Iran has played a major part in protecting the lives and rescuing Jews. All they tell you about is that Iran is against Judaism, it's against Jewish people, but yet there have been people, Jewish people in Iran, since the history books say 589 BC.